What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. My name is Just Jen. Today we're talking about good teachers versus bad teachers. Now, I have two different cases. I did a couple of short videos. Did one last night of a teacher in Canada. And then I did one this morning of a teacher in California. Now, you would think good teacher would be in Canada, bad teacher in California. Nope. We're going to start off. I think we should start off with the bad teacher first, right? This video I did last night featured a teacher from Canada who went after Muslim students for skipping school because there was pride events, seeing that it's Pride Month. I'm going to play the video. I'm going to tell you what my opinions are after the video. She was caught on a hot mic, just so you know. She had no idea she was being recorded, so she spoke her mind. All right, you guys. I am on Twitter. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's just_Jen_reacts. Everything's linked down in the description. And here we go. Now, in this video here, I did notice there are some captioning issues, but I will fix those and let you know when those are. Let's get it on. Teacher berates Muslim students for not celebrating Pride Month.
Well, I'll tell you, you are out to lunch. If you think it's acceptable to not show up because you think there's some pride activities going on at school, right? Oh, that's fine. You know, because I'm going to show my opinion by hanging out at the mall. But meanwhile, all of those kids
I did that before.
Who are, involved in, say, the Gay Straight Alliance or whatever.
Okay, right there is a mishap in the captions. She said the students that are involved in the Gay Straight Alliance. Let's back things up so you can hear that again. Just so you know, that's what she really said. That's not what the captions say.
Who are, involved in, say, the Gay Straight Alliance or whatever. I don't even know if we have that anymore in our school. They're here when we did Ramadan for Lion Time. And they're showing respect in the class for your religion, right? For your beliefs. It goes two ways.
I'm sorry, ma'am. No, it does not. It does not go two ways. It does not go two ways because that is their religious beliefs. Now, she says, oh, they were here. We don't even know. I like how she put that in there. We don't even know if they're still in the school, but those students who were part of the Gay Straight Alliance played part in Ramadan. And if they played part in Ramadan and you're not playing a part in the Pride Month, you should be, because it goes both ways. Last time I checked, ma'am, cultural, religious beliefs, that ain't a part of being Muslim. They have every right to skip school if you are promoting that in schools. You're not allowed to preach in schools. You're not allowed to baptize our kids in schools. You're not allowed to read the Bible in schools or the Quran or the Torah. Yeah. Okay, let's get back to it. Oh my God. Back it up a little bit.
It goes two ways.
No, it doesn't.
If you want to be respected for who you are, if you don't want to suffer prejudice for your religion, your color of skin, your whatever.
Your whatever. Oh.
Then you got to give it back to people who are different from you. That's how it works. It's an exchange.
No, it's not.
And it isn't like that in all countries.
Okay, it is not an exchange, ma'am. You do not get to tell Muslim students that they have to partake in pride events. That is against their religious beliefs, ma'am. No, you don't get to do that. They had every right to skip school. And I'm not a proponent for skipping school. I stay in school. But if they're doing this, why do we even allow our students to be in public schools when they're pushing these agendas? What are your thoughts, guys? Feel free to comment down below. I'm sorry, but if I was in this, yeah, I'm going to be a living nightmare if my state doesn't do this. But if they start, I'll move. Or I'll go up and have my voice heard first.
And it isn't like that in all countries. As I told you, in Uganda.
Okay, Uganda, she said. That's a screw up in the captions as well. So she's bringing up it's not like this in all countries. In Uganda.
And it isn't like that in all countries. As I told you, in Uganda, literally, if they think you're gay, they will execute you.
Well, this isn't Uganda, ma'am. It's Canada.
If you believe that kind of thing, then you don't belong here.
Ooh! Isn't that the whataboutisms that so many leftists talk about? What about Uganda? In Uganda, yeah, you know what? That's their business. That's their culture. Stay out of it. Do I think it's right? Do I believe in that? No. But that's their business. People don't mind their business these days. They interject where they shouldn't. My God, man, this is preposterous. So she says, if you don't do that, then you don't belong here. If you believe in the same things that people in Uganda believe, then you don't belong here in Canada.
If you believe that kind of thing, then you don't belong here.
Oh my God.
Because that is not what Canada believes. We believe in freedom.
No, you don't. Only when it applies to what you believe in, ma'am. Because if you believed in freedom, you wouldn't be chastising these kids for their Muslim beliefs.
Believe that people can marry whomever they want.
I agree with that.
That is in the law. And if you don't think that should be the law, you can't be Canadian.
What? You can't be Canadian? Let me find out. Let me find out your religious beliefs exemplify or make you exempt from being Canadian.
You can't be Canadian. You don't belong here, and I mean it. I really mean it. And it's not.
I know you do. It's not a joke, man, Zor.
Back and forth. You want it, you got to give it. It just makes me angry.
I know it does, because you let your political beliefs and your political correctness and your activisms get in the way and cloud your judgment. You should be educating, not indoctrinating, ma'am. You shouldn't be pushing these woke ideologies onto children.
Sorry.
You're not. She's not sorry. She's sorry. She's not sorry at all. It makes me angry that you don't believe in the same things that I do. Who said we have to? Look, if you want to be, I've said this a million times, but I'll repeat myself for the people who've never heard me say it. It's okay to have your activisms. Leave them at the door. Especially if you're an educator, if you're a teacher, you are there to educate, not push your political beliefs or your activisms onto children. That is a problem that we have, and it is a plague. Because best believe these schools, these teachers, these superintendents, these principals, these administrators, they are our public servants. We, the people, pay taxes to their schools, their school districts. They work for us, the parents. And if I was these kids' parents, lady, you and I are going to have a parent-teacher conference, and it ain't going to turn out very well for you. You know, it's just like when you have a bad day at work. No matter, or if you have a bad day, or if you have a breakup or something, the very second that you clock into work or walk through that door, that stays in the parking lot or at your home. You don't bring your personal issues into schools. If it were up to me, I'd make every child homeschooled and have the ability to be homeschooled. Have the parents at home, because what's going on in these schools is absolutely preposterous. Now, I wanted to do the bad teacher story first because I want a happy ending. I want to show you that there are still good educators out there, but my hope in that dwindles and diminishes each and every day. We have to stop with this and allowing these teachers to be activists. We don't care if you want to be an activist. That's fine. But do so on your own time, not with my children. I trust you with my children. The very beings that came out of my body. The very beings that I love unconditionally. That's up to me to make sure that they're not bigoted assholes. I got one down. I will be 2 for 2. Know that. All right, moving on to the good teacher. But what happened to her is not good. Now, this teacher from Southern California was fired for being a good teacher. And we're going to show you that story right now. How disturbing. Now, I'm going to have a different format here because of the copyright issues, but Eyewitness News, ABC 7. Let's do this.
They told me that if I were to ever find out about a student's gender or pronoun preference, that I was to withhold that from parents.
Jurupa Valley High School in California. I actually Googled them, you guys. I Googled where Jurupa is. And what I found was it's in Jurupa Valley, California. I found out what the phone number was and everything by a simple Google search. And I found out that they have a 3.7 star rating. I mean, I've got food trucks that got bigger ratings than that, better ratings than that. So did you hear what she said? I was fired because I was told to hide pronouns from parents.
Withhold that from parents.
A former Jurupa Valley High School teacher.
Oh, Jurupa. Sorry, I said wrong.
Fired for not hiding students' gender transitions from parents. Welcome back. I'm Mark Brown.
I'm Giovanna Lotta. You're watching Eyewitness News at 5, live on ABC 7, Hulu, and wherever you stream. The teacher was fired for refusing to follow a state law that forbids teachers from talking to parents about their child's gender choices.
So, wait a second here. So, California, you actually have a law that says that parents don't have rights? Parental rights? I'm sorry, but if my child is struggling, I would want to know because I would want to help my child. I would want to get that child some mental health treatment and therapy immediately. But I can't do that if you're not telling me what's going on with my child, if you're keeping secrets from me. It's not like you live with my child. It's not like you only spend what? Not the whole day with my child. You spend a couple of hours with my child every day, if even that. I birthed this child. I raise this child. I feed this child. I clothe this child. I take the child to the dentist, the doctors. Do you teachers do that? No, you don't. Do you lawmakers do that? No, you don't. But I forget it's California. And they're literally trying to pass a law right now that says 12-year-olds should be taken away from their parents if they have a disagreement and put into state-run facilities. Yeah. I just did that video. It's up on my YouTube channel. Feel free to check it out. How scary that these children and the parents don't have rights in California. I would move immediately.
Parents about their child's gender choices without consent from the students.
But as Eyewitness News reporter Carlos Granda explains, a local state lawmaker now introducing new legislation that would allow teachers to do so.
Heck yeah!
Jessica Tapia was fired as a teacher from Jurupa Valley High School for refusing to hide students' gender preferences from parents.
And I said, "Are you asking me to lie to parents?" And they said yes.
AB 1266
Ooh.
passed in 2014. Schools can't tell.
Can we do that one more time? Can we go back and play that again? So you want me to lie to parents, and they said yes. I'm shocked. I'm literally shocked.
Refusing to hide students' gender preferences from parents.
Or
And I said, "Are you
transitions.
asking me to lie to parents?" And they said yes.
AB 1266 passed in 2014. Schools can't tell parents about their children's gender identity without first asking the student. Assemblyman Billy Saley is introducing legislation.
So what if wait. So what's the difference between, hold on. Wait a second here. So what is the difference between that and what if my child is doing drugs? What if you know that my child is addicted, but hey, can we tell your parents about this? No? Okay, we're not going to do that. We're going to keep that a secret. See where it gets messy? My God, man. So good. This law was enacted in 2014. How damaging is that?
Gender identity without first asking the student.
Oh my
Assemblyman
God.
Billy Saley is introducing legislation
Go
saying
Billy.
he wants to protect parental rights so parents know what is going on with their children.
Concealing information from parents is not only wrong, it's dangerous and harmful to the emotional and physical safety of trans minors.
Yes, because a lot of you guys out there have these common and some people might, but not me, right? If my child were to come to me and say, Mom, I feel like I was born in the wrong body, I would get them help. I would get them help to figure out, why do you feel this way? Do you see this in school? What is making you, when did this start? Because best believe me, I'm such a good mother, you guys, today, that I make sure that my kids don't suffer through the traumas that I did. What being parents are all about.
It's dangerous and harmful to the emotional and physical safety of trans minors.
Tapia
I agree.
says parents need to be involved during this time.
Not all parents are bigots.
Minors, their brain is not fully developed. The decision-making portal in that brain it's not fully developed.
Yep,
and they
I
need
agree.
their parents at this time for everything they're going through, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, you name it.
The Harupa Unified School District sent a statement saying, in part, all students and
I
staff
hope you
enjoy
guys-
the right to
I hope
privacy
you
under
guys
the
heard that.
constitutions of the United States and California. While individuals may elect to disclose their personal information to the public, the district is prohibited from doing so.
That's really sad that we're prohibited from doing so. Why? Why are you prohibited? That's not okay. Parents deserve rights, especially if our tax dollars are funding your schools. And I don't think she should have been fired. She needs to sue them.
The district's actions related to Ms. Tapia were based on its obligations under current state and federal law, which protects student privacy and requires the district to provide a discrimination-free learning environment to students.
But this isn't about discrimination. This is about making sure that our children are okay mentally and physically. This isn't about discrimination. Words can't hurt. Man. Why aren't you focused on bullying? Oh, that's just swept under the rug, I guess. I hope you guys were able to hear this video. I didn't know it was turned down. I turned it down yesterday for my live stream.
The law will reset the appropriate relationship between educators and parents
It
and
needs to.
reaffirm that children are the domain of their parents, not the government.
One more time, Billy. One more time, Billy. One more time for the kids in the back who think that big government should have control over our kids, or us, for that matter.
That children are the domain of their parents, not the government.
Some parents at the school think they need to know what their minor children are doing.
Parents should absolutely be involved in all the decisions that their kids make. Right now, kids are influenced by the media, by their friends,
Social
by
media.
just a lot of mixed messages.
Tapia
Yes.
is planning to sue the school district for wrongful termination.
Get him.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more.
I absolutely believe. Thank you, Mark Brown. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. All right. Do I agree? Yeah, she should sue. And I absolutely believe that, yes, they should be imposing a new law. We know our kids best. Best believe me, there are not everybody's a bigoted jerk. There are people in the world. Yes, I get that. I understand. But quit focusing so much on the very few that there are and focus on the mass of people who aren't. We're okay. We will be okay if we can work together. There's such a big picture here, you guys. And being divided is right where they want us so that this kind of thing can go on. Children are our future. They should go to schools to learn the subjects needed to go on to get a college education, to get a degree, to have a good paying job so they don't have to struggle. I don't know how any kid today can afford not to go to college and have a college education and a bunch of degrees under their belts to make that six-figure job that they need to survive. Have you not seen the rent rates in minimum wage ain't cutting it? Nobody can survive on minimum wage. You need 3 to 4 minimum wage jobs just to survive. And that's no spending money whatsoever. That's just your basic necessities, your rent, your utilities, your food, and that's it. Maybe, hopefully, a car payment. Yeah. I believe Jessica was wrongfully terminated. What do you guys think? Please leave your comments down below. Bad teacher, good teacher. Isn't that crazy how the good teacher was in California? Because I lose hope every day that there are good educators out there willing to put their activisms behind them until they clock out and go home, and then go ahead and activism away. Go ahead and be politically correct at home. Go ahead and go to your protests, whatever. Go to your drag shows. Go to your pride events. I don't care. That's on your off time. What you do in your private life, as long as you're not committing crimes against children, you're okay with me. But the very second you bring that into the schools is where I have a problem. Now, the Canadian student, I got a problem with. Ma'am, you should be fired. Jessica here should not have been. There is an attack every day on freedom of speech, freedom of religion, Christianity. Apparently, Muslims now are under attack as well. Well, guys, if you needed a sign to come together and put aside your religious differences, it is now. If you needed a sign that to put aside your political differences, it is now. All right, guys, take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. My name is Just Jen. Make sure you throw a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe for more. Take care now. Enjoy some metal music. Bye-bye.